Welcome, everybody, to the fifth episode of the Cross Thoughts podcast. Today, I am here with a very special guest, my cousin, James.
Yes, sir. That is me.
So this week, due to some scheduling conflicts, me and Mike just could not get together. So I went out of my way to get a different person and just have a special guest with me. So I brought him along. He's going to tell some stories about his time that he just spent as he just joined the Air Force not too long ago.
Yeah, the BMT stories got quite a few.
So I wanted to, before we get started, I want to remind everybody that you could go use code CrossThoughts at Sosic Clothing. The link is down in the description on my YouTube channel because this is also live for the very first time. I've never done this before. This is weird. Doing a live podcast is weird. But remember, go use code CrossThoughts at Sosic at checkout and you get 15% off your entire order. Pretty good clothing. So I wanted
Cannot
to
confirm
I
that.
wanted to start off today by going to something you told me earlier on Messenger, saying how this is probably what I'm built for, this podcast thing, and I just
Yeah,
wanted to reiterate, like, you're right, like it definitely is. Streaming games, making YouTube videos, doing all that stuff is just so complicated. Where this is just so easy that you can just sit down with someone and talk and bullshit for an hour and not really like be distracted. Not that I get many viewers on Mixer or anything like that anyway, but it's just more like it's easier to just stay focused on this than it is to be like playing a game, trying to stay focused on chat, and then that moment when you're streaming but no one's watching, so it's very difficult to like just keep the motivation for that going.
well, yeah. I mean, like I've seen like all your past videos, and it feels like you're always trying to force being funny and stuff like this. You can just sit there and talk about whatever, and it doesn't even matter what it's about. It's just entertaining, I guess. Like sharing stories and stuff like that, listening to stories.
Yeah, the whole podcast thing has always been very interesting to me. I've always liked the concept of it. I've watched so many and listened to so many podcasts, so I was just like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna start one." This actually was my brother's idea, and then
Oh yeah,
I just kind of took it
you
because
stole his ideas.
he wanted to do it with me, but we live so far apart, and like he doesn't understand this whole concept of like getting Discord set up. So when I go out there in October, I'm gonna get all this set up so I can have him on some episodes too.
Yeah.
So So let's begin with like what's the craziest thing that you dealt with at BMT or whatever it is, you know?
Oh damn, there was a lot of crazy shit that happened at BMT. Like, so we had one guy in our flight who was supposed to go to like some appointment or something, and he didn't go because he wasn't given the proper directions of where this appointment was at. So he stayed back with the rest of the flight, and it got so bad that the instructor supervisor came and had a little talk with him. Now, let me set the scene for you. It's at night, so it's about 7 o'clock at night. We go to our curfew is like 8 o'clock, or well, 9 o'clock technically. And we're sitting there, and every night we do the Airman's Creed, and we sing the Air Force song every night. So we're all standing by our wall lockers and stuff, getting ready to sing this, and all I hear next to the door, our dorm, was I just got chewed out by a lieutenant colonel about some trainee I've never met before. He's just like ripping into the guy in my flight, and it's just so funny because we have to start singing this song, and so we start singing "Off we go into the wild blue yonder." And still, you hear the singing, and you still hear in the background, "What the hell is wrong with you, trainee? You were supposed to go to this place when I told you to go. Are you saying that my instructors are doing this wrong or that wrong?" And you're sitting there like, "Well, you see, yes, I'm saying because I didn't get this," and like we sing louder, trying to drown it out the whole time. It's like, "Mommy, Daddy, please stop fighting."
What the hell, man? That's pretty funny.
It's really funny. That's just like one of the more crazy things that like happened during BMT. But there
That's
there was a lot.
it's
And
crazy,
then like
man.
our dorm chief, I swear he's a nudist because he would just walk around our dorm butt
What?
ass naked.
Wait, what? Wait, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah, he would legit just walk around the dorm butt ass naked, just having casual conversations with everybody.
That's fucking insane, man. That's a little much.
That's funny.
That is a little much.
And sometimes he would have a towel, but it wouldn't be all the way wrapped around him. It would just be covering his nuts. So you'd see like just his ass,
What the fuck,
hanging
dude?
out.
What?
Yeah, they like have guys, and there's like one guy that was like so against nudity that he would like go up really close to him, have a casual conversation, try giving him a high five while one hand was holding the towel, and he would go for the high five, you drop the towel, and then just butt ass naked.
That is a little much, dog. That is a little fucking much. Like, what the fuck?
Well, you're surrounded by like 50 other dudes and you're bored as fuck. So it's like the shit we did.
Holy shit. So, I wanted to actually ask you this for a while now. I know you haven't. I know you haven't been able to play video games much, but have you looked into the whole new role queue competitive system they have in Overwatch?
No, I haven't actually.
So,
Like, I wanted to get back into Overwatch, but I've been like, I only get a couple hours a day to myself. Like, I only get like maybe 3 or 4 hours. The rest of the time, I'm like trying to get stuff done. So,
yeah. So, they after the last season ended, they did a role queue uh, beta, and it's
oh
like
yeah.
a comp system where like they don't base your comp score around all three categories. You have three separate, what's it called now? So
Hmm.
you have ranks for tank, offense, defense, or attack, or whatever that one is. I don't know what they're classifying that as. And then they have one for healing. So you have three separate competitive scores. So you could place completely differently, and like you could be like a platinum in heals, a silver in attack and damage, because that's where I would be, and then like a gold in tank. And it's not all affected by one now. It was a really good system. People just still don't know how to cheat. Damage is like one of the hardest things for people to play because
Hmm.
everybody wants to be that play of the game kind of person and
Oh yeah,
get all
that's
the
what
plays of
Reaper's for.
games. Fucking Reaper, you got those fucking Widow. You got the people who play Widow all the time who just want to be the pro Widow and get snipes. Same with Hanzo, and then the cancer of them all, May. I definitely, but I definitely think you should go check it out on PC again. Just now with this whole system, because now it might be more fair to you. Because I know it always placed you in bronze.
Yeah, I was always in bronze. Like I'd land like gold in
Yeah.
my placements, right? Because I did really well as like tank and healer. And then all of a sudden, like because gold is such a clusterfuck, it's almost as bad as silver, but silver's just a little worse. And once you hit silver, there's no climbing back up on PC. There's just it's not gonna happen. Because like at that point you might as well just call it quits and wait for next season. That's how bad it is on PC. There's all
They also base all your scores around the previous seasons.
yeah.
Because I remember on Xbox because that's where I play primarily, and fucking I was playing that. There was one season, the season Sombra came out. I was dumb and
Sombra.
I decided to go into to test Sombra out. I decided to go into comp and do it because I was retarded.
Oh my
And
god.
this is
The
before they
Sombra's
this
she's a
is
good character
this
though.
is before the whole they locked a character during comp if they were new kind of thing. And if and I decided to play her, so I placed like 1577, which is like low silver. And then I just spent like the next seasons just trying to climb my way back up into gold, and now I'm like mid gold on Xbox, and I'm trying to climb my way into plat. It's so fucking difficult though, especially
Yeah.
so now with everything different, it's just even gonna be harder. So I know I placed gold in both healing and tank, and I just haven't finished my. I didn't finish my placements for attack. It was just. It's also they also reward you if you play tank and healer.
Yeah, well tank is like underplayed. And people that play tank are usually good at it.
Like,
But
I think once a day you get your if you play healer or tank, you get a loot box, and then after
yeah.
that, every game you play, you get 25 coins.
Yeah.
So they're adding a way to earn currency other than just through loot boxes now. So that was cool. I got like 3,000. I'm up to like almost 4,500 coins, and what I was at was like maybe like 4,000. So I've gained like
Yeah.
500 extra coins just playing comp. That was a lot of fun and everything. So
Well, I would get back into Overwatch, but the problem with it is like especially with competitive, yeah, like you said, they place you back where your old score was for the previous seasons. But if you went down, like because of the problems with the way that comp was set up, then your next score is going to be crap either way. It's uh, that's the problem with comp, in my opinion, with Overwatch. Like, I really like that they redid the whole thing, they revamped it so that if you're a tank, you get tank score and healer score instead of just all grouping it together. Because like I don't know, like, I'm a tank healer main, so like I play Reinhardt's my main tank, and Lucio is pretty much my main healer because I love booping people off the edge of maps and stuff because it's freaking hilarious. But yeah, it's just I don't know.
yeah, I'm more of just a healer player now.
Oh yeah,
And if I play healer, I'm definitely either playing Mercy because she's still so good at passive healing, and she can still do the most healing if you're good with her. Or if I'm trying to be like an attack, I'll play Moira. If I'm trying to do like a little bit of both, I play Moira because it's just a lot easier. But no one knows what they're fucking doing half the time as healer. Like they don't stick with you, and like your damage does not help you, like whatsoever. I
yeah.
don't know if you've ever noticed that, but like no one ever protects you as a healer. Like you're just
No, they
expected to
don't.
be yourself, like be you. Like that's a
That's
pain.
why I like playing Lucio because Lucio can actually protect himself a little bit. He
Lucio
has
is
he
just
has a
so,
good getaway.
and he passive heals like always.
Hmm.
I mean, Mercy has the passive heal too, but she doesn't heal up as quick as Lucio.
What would be nice to see with Lucio in the future is his speed buff, where he does his passive speed buff.
Yeah,
If when he pumps it up, if it also gave the enemy team a debuff on their speed, like it slowed them down.
that would be cool.
I would love to see that.
I definitely want to what's it called? See, I want them to fix Mercy. Just give her old ult back. Like, just
Right.
give us massive res back, and everybody would be happy with Mercy. Like, no one would complain with Mercy at that
I,
point.
Mercy was pretty much a guinea pig. They're like, maybe if we change it this way, so she's not such a game changer. It's like that's the whole reason why everybody loved her. She's a game changer.
Like, I don't get why they had to like ruin her. It's like, sure, she was that game changer, but like, oh well. We kind of like needed it, Like, it's that could make or break a game, yeah, but if you have it most of the time with that Mercy, both teams have a Mercy, so like it could just counterbalance each other.
Yeah,
And it was so stupid when that ult changed. Her new ult is so stupid. I was okay with it because she still had res and it was instant, but now there's like that fucking cast time and it's a pain in the ass to time, and people are always just and oh my god. It's
yeah.
like,
If you're gonna make a switch, you only res 1% of the time. Why give it a cast time like that? That's so dumb.
yeah, it was one
Not
of the
only are you making her like main ability useless, but you're making it so that like no one is ever gonna like want her on their team anymore because what's she gonna do? She can only heal like maybe 1% at a time unless she's ulting.
they even took away like no, they took away her having two reses during her ult too because they said that was too much.
How's that too much? What's
Like
she gonna? She can bring back two people, a tank and a
like
DPS, and that'd
like
be it.
I
That's still not enough.
like I get it, and they took it like it was like here's how it went. The ult went like you had your ult and the new ult where you become this Valkyrie. You could res two people at that point, and it was instant. But in the beginning, you can always when you were out of your ult, you had one res and it was still instant. And then they changed it where you still had your two reses in your ult and they were instant, but when you're outside your ult you only had I think you had two, but they both had cast times.
Hmm.
And then they were like, nah, two reses in your ult, it's too much, and we're gonna have it have a cast time. Two reses at all is too much.
Damn.
It's like, and there's a 30-second buff or cooldown time in between res, and it's such a pain in the ass playing Mercy, and I always just find myself on the tanks because our DPS is all fucking doing God knows what.
Yeah, like, well, when Reaper disappears, that usually means Reaper's doing what he's supposed to. He's trying to get behind everybody and take out the healing.
Honestly, fuck
But
Reaper.
when Hanzo disappears, it's a problem because Hanzo's supposed to stay in the back.
Yeah, honestly though, fuck Reaper, man, because if there's an enemy Reaper and you don't know where he's at, you better fucking find him.
You better find him.
Because me and Mike, when we're playing Overwatch and we see an enemy Reaper, Mike's always like, where the fuck's the Reaper? Where's Reaper? Where is Reaper? And then he comes up from behind us and ults us all, and we're like, where the fuck was everybody? Why was no one paying attention to Reaper?
Yeah, I was listening to your last podcast. You guys were talking about how no one ever looks for Reaper,
No,
ever.
no one ever does. It's so annoying.
I used to haunt Reaper.
Reaper was...
Like,
I can't stand Reaper at all.
I used to haunt Reaper with Lucio because I could just boop him around. It was funny.
So, are you excited for any of these new games coming out? Like
I don't even know
Borderlands,
what's coming out. Oh, I'm excited for Borderlands 3. Hell
Borderlands
yes, I am.
3, what else?
But like,
What else is
I've
coming
been
out?
I've been sheltered for like the last 2 months. I have no idea what's coming out.
Yeah, I know.
The only reason why I've been playing Hearthstone so much is because like,
It's
so I can
free.
have my phone. I can have my phone on me during the duty day finally. So like during my lunch break, I'll just pull out my phone and play a quick round of Hearthstone and then go back to work. So that's why I've been playing it.
Yeah, you don't have an Xbox anymore, but Gears of War 5 is coming out.
I saw that. I saw that. Emil and Kat are gonna be in it from Halo Reach.
Yeah, they're going to be in the Horde mode, so you can use them in Horde.
Yeah, I think that's pretty
It's
cool.
going to be on PC. I don't know if your PC can run it.
Oh,
Dude,
my laptop can run freaking anything.
so if you
It's a
get that,
beast.
if you get Game Pass Ultimate, it's like, I don't even know. I think it's like $15 a month. You get Gears 5, the Ultimate Edition, for free, basically.
Damn.
You get, and that $15 is Ultimate. You get a bunch of games off the Game Pass, and you have Live.
Hmm.
So, and if you ever got your Xbox again, you'd have Live for your Xbox as long as you linked your account. So, it's $15 a month. It's like a good subscription. There's a lot of games on it, but Gears 5's on it. I have the Ultimate Edition, so I'll be playing Gears 5 early and
Nice.
doing the Horde mode and all that stuff.
Oh,
So,
the last game I played before I left for BN2 was Anthem.
I
Did
don't
they
want to
fix
talk.
it?
No.
It
Game
got
is,
worse.
no, they haven't done anything to it to fix it.
Fuck.
Warframe is, I mean, Anthem is so bad. Like,
Warframe, I heard, is actually getting really good. Like
Warframe's real good.
they're adding pilotable ships. They're adding like space combat and all sorts of other stuff finally.
Yeah, there's a lot of things coming out though. Like they have the new Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order coming out, the new Call of Duty, obviously. The Destiny DLC looks pretty fucking good. Not even gonna lie, and I'm not saying that because I'm a Destiny tryhard fan. I'm actually pretty excited for this because they're bringing back they're taking us back to the moon,
Oh
but
yeah.
they're also bringing back old bosses in a way that like seems really cool. Like they're nightmares, like they were all resurrected and shit
I
on the
heard that
moon.
Destiny 2 finally has the cross saving
Yo,
stuff.
yes, cross save. So how that works is if you get on your Bungie account, you can link your
Mhm.
account whoever you had the most progress with, like your PC characters, your Xbox characters, whoever you had the most progress with.
My Xbox characters for sure had the
You
most
could
progress.
you could put them, you can make them as your active characters, so you can just play them anywhere as long as you own the game and the DLC for that content. I'm sure with the next game, Destiny 3, they're going to do full crossplay and you won't have to worry about DLC everywhere.
I can't wait till full crossplay so people on PlayStation and Xbox and PC can all play together.
The reason
Like,
I'm guessing they couldn't do it is because of like coding and it was just too much. Where cross save is a lot
yeah.
easier for now. So
Well, they'd have to merge servers and that'd be a pain in the ass.
you
Right
have no,
now, what
you,
they did is good.
you have no idea how weird it was when I hopped on Destiny on the PS4 the other day with some friends. And I popped up my characters and I was like, and I forgot I did the cross save thing. I was like, yeah, I just got to like level up the characters. And I loaded them up and I was like, wait, never mind. I forgot cross save's a thing now. Here's all my Xbox characters. So I have like all the guns, everything. So it was
I'll
really
try.
fun.
I'll try to play it more while I'm here. But the thing is like I get weekends off, so Saturdays, Sundays I get off. But like I spend a lot of time like working, going to the gym and stuff. Like so.
Yeah, I get it. But Destiny's also getting off BattleNet.
Oh, is it? Oh, thank
It's migrating to Steam.
God. Oh, damn
N-
it.
n- what do you mean? God damn it!
Well, like I like Steam, but like
I'm happy they're not going to Epic.
yeah, stay off Epic, please. Like
Like,
I uninstalled.
I don't know how that's gonna work though. I don't know if since you owned it on BattleNet, you'll get it for free on Steam. I would hope that's the
And
case.
well, I mean, I have my account. I don't know how it's gonna work.
I don't know how that would
Unless
work.
unless it's like, well, are you talking about they're taking Destiny 2 off
Yeah, like
BattleNet?
once the new DLC comes out, it is no longer supported on BattleNet. You can't even. I don't even think you'll be able to launch it anymore
Hmm.
because they since they split with Activision, now they're publishing it themselves.
Oh, thank God. Fuck Activision.
So, yeah,
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I'll try it every now and then to jump on and play around in Crucible, even though I'm like 50 levels behind. I have no good guns. I mean, I get headshotted over and over, but it'll be
it's
fun.
just gonna be weird if I like play it with you, and you're gonna like. It's just gonna be so weird using my Xbox characters over there. Like they was so
Oh,
fucking.
and don't expect me to do any military tactics because the only military tactics you learn in BMT, if anybody is out there wondering, you learn how to fold stuff. That's about it.
What
That's
the
all there is. We don't cut corners, we fold them. All right. So welcome to the Air Force.
Yeah. Other than that, there's nothing really coming out though that I saw other than Borderlands 3. I mean, that looks pretty fucking good. I have it pre-ordered. Comes out on my birthday. So that will be cool.
Nice. I know this is a little off topic, but I just want to say this just because it's really freaking funny. So we're in the military. I'm in the military, right?
Yeah.
So when I was in BMT, they won't even let us use scissors without supervision.
Are you in kindergarten?
Yeah, seriously.
Are you in is the Air Force kindergarten? I know they
Last
get
time I checked, I'm like 23 years old, but I guess I can't use a pair of safety scissors by
I
myself.
uh I know that all the other I know a lot of the branches give Air Force and Navy shit, but are you in kindergarten?
Seriously. I mean, and like here at tech school, we give each other shit all the time. Like we call the Marines crayon eaters or bullet sponges. The Army is well, there's the Army, and the Navy is the sailor boys, and we're the chair force. So, but we give each other shit all the time.
That's definitely gotta have fun with each other. Like
And,
that's for sure. You gotta have fun with each other to live in that. Like I have other friends in the military who like there's either people that who love it or they fucking hate themselves and they don't want to re-enlist. You know, like
I'm a little bit on both ends, and I hate tech school. Tech school freaking sucks. It feels like I'm getting treated like a 12-year-old. Like I can't sit on the couch with my girl without getting yelled at by like a master sergeant being like, "Oh, it's you cuddling," and I'm like on the other side of the freaking room. I'm like, sure.
oh yeah. Speaking of that, Young Buck got married over here.
Yes, yes, yes.
That's mind blowing to me, dude.
Well, the reason why we like rushed it so quickly is so like you have to, in order to get on base housing, you have to be married
Oh.
for one. And we wanted to make sure that when we get out of tech school that we get the same duty station, so we go to the same base.
Ah. Makes sense. That makes sense at least. So, to Virginia, huh? That's like maybe.
That's impossible as those soft orders. Like anything can change, especially since I haven't gotten my security clearance or anything yet.
Ah, yeah. But that would be cool if you did, because you'd be a lot closer.
It'd be awesome.
I can just come.
I
I
was
can.
hoping for Japan, honestly. I was really hoping for Japan.
Japan, dog. The fuck.
What?
It's a little much, man. I know you into that. I know you one of those weeaboo trash kids, but it's okay.
No, Japan. It's like on the beach and it's like super pretty.
That's true too. I don't think I could live in Japan, dog. That's a little too far out of my comfort zone. If I was gonna live in any other country, I'd probably go to like Italy.
Uh,
Italy, maybe. I don't know. Ireland. Ireland would be cool.
Ireland.
I wouldn't go to Germany.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would. I wouldn't go to Germany. Yeah, I don't know. Is there any other place you would like to see since you're in the military now?
Ah, dude, I want to go everywhere. Like, I want to see Korea, Japan, Germany, China. I want to go everywhere. See the world, live my life, have fun. That's my plan.
Yeah, I mean, gotta do something, right? So what
Like,
what sprung the urge to join the military? It just seems so like out of the blue.
it wasn't really out of the blue. I wanted to join a long time ago, but it just didn't happen. Um, the main thing that like got me to join is I was still living at home with my parents, dude. I was like 22, 23 years old, still living with my family. I'm like, this is fucking stupid. I have like a job that pays me nothing. I get treated like crap, and I can barely afford my own bills. So now I have a job that barely pays me anything. I get treated like crap, but at least there's a roof over my head and I can pay my bills.
Well, that's the military for you.
I mean, I'm getting paid almost double what I was making, but it's still not enough.
I don't think you'll ever get paid enough. I don't in this. I really
Unless
don't think
until I go
any.
officer.
Yeah, like I don't know. I just feel like you'll never be paid enough in life
Yeah,
for
I
what
know.
you
I'm
have
not getting
for what you have to go for what people have to go through. No one ever gets paid enough in life.
until I am making about $2 million a second. I'm not going to get paid enough money.
That's a little too much.
No, it's not.
That's a little too
That's
much.
reasonable. That's reasonable for the crap that I have to do for my job. Which right now is sit on my butt at a freaking fuel station.
Well, I mean, at least it's easy work, I guess.
Yeah, for now until I start classes. Apparently, from what I can't really talk much about the classes, mostly because I don't know what they are, but the course itself is extremely difficult. You can't take notes. You can't have your phone on you. You can't have paper. You can't have a pencil. You have to like listen and like just absorb the information.
Yo,
And then
I do
yeah,
so bad. I just fall asleep. I would do so
yeah.
fucking bad in that kind of situation.
People bring like fidget spinners and like the fidget cubes and stress balls and stuff into the the classes
Can
because
I
they can't do anything.
can I bring my stress animal? Can I bring my cat with me to pet?
No, no animals, no phone, nothing Bluetooth, um, no backpack, no paper, no pencil.
That's a little
Yeah,
rough. That's fucking rough.
well, it's top security clearance.
I mean,
Like they're teaching us
I'm
like,
I mean, I get it. I get why it's like that, but damn, that's pretty rough. Not even gonna lie. Like, fuck. Not being able to take notes. Damn.
yeah,
I hope you
and
can.
that like that's all I know that I can say.
I was gonna say
Like I can't say anything else.
I hope you can retain information.
I'm good. That's how I got through high school. I never really took notes in high school, and I passed with like a B average, so it's passing.
Hey, that is passing. That's better than a C average. So,
Back when I was a freshman in high school, I never took notes, and I had like an almost straight A student.
high school was a nightmare. I don't even want to talk about high school. High school was just
You didn't even finish high
I
school.
don't shut up. I don't want to talk about it. I don't even want to fucking I don't want to talk about it. It's a mess. It's a mess. I panicked. I found out I was having a child. I panicked and dropped out. So like that was fucking nightmare and a half. So man, life's been so weird ever since like I don't even remember like my childhood very much. Like
I still remember it.
I don't
I
remember
remember being in a garage that was like a billion degrees with a GameCube playing freaking Smash
like
Brothers.
I
Like,
remember that when you were like I remember like the small trips we made to like see you
oh
and
yeah,
when you came down. Like I remember those like vaguely and everything. I remember making our first ever videos for YouTube. We pointed a camera at the TV and I was an annoying little child with an annoying little voice and it was just that was the start of it. Project 1 of YouTube. Well, I guess that would be Project 2 of my YouTube.
it,
That
it was fun though.
think that was my second project, the one that we worked on together. The first one was that LWF Legos nonsense I did with fucking what's it called? The hell happened? Doing those Lego animations, which is still up.
Yeah.
You
Oh yeah,
just
they're still there, aren't they?
they're still there. That channel has a video with like over like 4 million views.
That you can't get back onto and take down because that one's got some copyright strikes.
That
I
one's got
guarantee it.
some major copyright strikes. But it's a popular video.
Yeah, yeah.
What was after that? Was it?
After that, we did like the
We did Screw Loose after that. I know that.
yeah, where we like did like little skits and stuff on Halo 3.
We did that. Yeah. So we did that.
We were like one of the first people to like do that, and then other people started joining in on that. I mean, it's not really an original idea. It's not a lot of people watched it, but like,
obviously we weren't
first
the
to hop
first.
on that.
Obviously we weren't the first because Rooster Teeth was just the king.
I'm not saying we were the first. I said we were one of the first.
Yeah. So it just didn't help. It didn't help that we didn't have the right capture equipment. Like we didn't.
Yeah, it's okay though. It was still fun while we did it. It was fun.
Yeah. Trying to.
And now you're doing podcasts, and I'm out here in the military, frying my ass off in like 106-degree weather every day.
I mean, welcome to Texas, buddy.
I know, right? Seriously. Welcome to Texas. Oh, it's hot. It's always fucking hot. Is it cold? No, it's hot. What's the temperature outside? Fucking hot.
Yeah.
And it's not dry heat either. It's like wet. It's like a very wet, humid heat. So like you have swamp ass everywhere you go. Like your butt's always sweaty. That's disgusting.
That's great. That's fucking great.
It's fucking gross.
That's fucking great, dog. That's great. I'm happy to hear about that.
It's gross. It's so gross. It's the worst. It's the worst thing in the fucking. And then to top it off, I'm wearing ABUs, right? So I have like these pants on. I have a sand t-shirt, so a cotton shirt, and then over top of that, like an ABU top, so like a jacket, and then a hat, and then I have like long ass socks on, and then I have my boots. So not only am I sweating my ass off, I'm sweating my innards off too. Like there's no water like in my body. It's all coming out. I have to drink like 3 gallons of water a day.
That's fucking
disgusting.
That's fucking gross.
Yeah, it's gross.
That's real fucking gross, dog. But as we were saying, what was after? I think we both went our separate ways because doing it together was very difficult with us being so far away.
Yeah, it definitely was. And then you started working on your thing, and I worked on mine.
You did your.
And then I stopped for a while, and then I switched over to animation. And then I stopped doing animation when I was like, okay, look, this is taking like a huge chunk out of my time, and I need to work. I need money. So.
Yeah, so like you had your animations, and every year around Christmas I drop your video on Twitter just to show it some love. 26. It makes me laugh.
It's like 3 years old.
Every time I watch it, it makes me fucking laugh because it's just like the kid's asking for everything, and then Santa goes, Santa can't afford that. Santa's on welfare, and it's just like the funniest fucking thing I have ever heard.
It's like poorly animated, poorly done, poorly voiced, poorly like audio mix. It's just awful. This awful animation. Like I think my best one I ever did was Muscle Baby, and like it's not saying much.
I mean, it was fun for a while. I'm sure you had fun doing it. You know,
I had fun doing it for sure, but that's like the main thing. Is like if I had fun doing it, then it was worth it. Like in the end, it was worth it. But now it's like I don't have time to do that kind of stuff. So I mean, you should have gotten my old tablet and the animator kit. Hopefully by now.
I haven't seen it yet. I figured your mom was gonna text me for my address because I didn't know if you guys had my new address or not.
She might.
Like
I'll message her.
I hope she didn't just send it to the old house, because we.
If she did, it's not a big deal. Like, it's like that tablet itself is only like $20.
So, yeah.
It's not a loss. I'm not worried about it.
I know, like, YouTube was such a weird time. Like, we joined you when we if we had more time, we joined YouTube at such a good point though.
Yeah, like if we figured out what we wanted to do, we probably would have been just fine. But it's whatever.
Like we joined YouTube around I can't even like hold on. I don't even know what channel all those original videos are on right now.
Like 2007 or something like that.
It was yeah,
It was a while ago.
I don't know if it was on your channel or mine.
I don't know. I was half tempted to start like uploading random ass videos to my channel, not cartoons, just like everyday stuff, like almost like a vlog channel or whatever. But
Do it. Vlog
I
channels do
don't
fucking very well too.
because all I'd have to do is like use my phone and just film random ass shit. But like it would literally be I wouldn't have to. I would have to not be in my ABUs in order to like film it because like
I feel like that's a note like
this is his name, this is what he looks like, and all that shit.
I feel like that's like a not a good thing to do, you know?
Yeah, that's the main thing. But honestly, there's so many people on Facebook that are in my flight and like in just in general, just immediately post all these pictures of them and like their uniform and all this. So it's like if people really wanted to find them, they could. It like it's not hard.
I was gonna say like what are your like do you just have to be in your uniform at all times when you're at most
No,
of the
not at
time?
all times. So like a normal day, like let's say tomorrow, because I start back up at work again tomorrow. Cause today's you know it's Memorial Day or whatever.
Today's Labor Day. We are
Labor
doing
Day,
this on
that one. I'm
Monday,
sorry.
September 2nd live, but it will probably go up on YouTube on Friday.
But like so like today I have the day off basically because it's a holiday, and like the military loves taking holidays because we love having time off. But I wake up at about 5:30 in the morning, get my ass out of bed, get dressed, brush my teeth, shave my face. Then I go down and I get in my ABUs. So from about 5:30 to about 3:30, 4 o'clock, I'm in ABUs. So
Jesus.
the yeah. But then after I'm out of the ABUs and I'm in my regular clothes, I can do whatever I want as long as I'm not like breaking the law or whatever.
I was gonna say, do they have like strict policies on you leaving base?
Um, so like in tech school, there's these things called phases. So if there's anybody watching that wants to know about like military and stuff, like this is probably the video to watch. There's these things called phases. So for the Air Force, we have three. We have three phases. The Army, I think, has five. I don't know how many the Marines have, and I don't know if the Navy even has any, but the Air Force has three. Phase one is basically you can do walk around in ABUs all day or your PT gear, which is like your workout stuff that's issued to you. You can walk around in that when you're off duty, but you can't leave base and you can't go drinking or anything like this. So now in phase two, you can wear your normal civilian clothes, like wear a random t-shirt, shorts, whatever you want to wear, and you can go off base whenever you want when you're off duty, as long as you're back at the squadron within a certain time, and you can go drink and do whatever. And then phase three, it's the same exact same thing as phase two, except for you don't have a curfew.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'm guessing you're probably still in phase one.
No, I'm phase two.
Oh,
Phase one only lasts like a month. Phase two is 2 months, so I should be getting ready to phase three in like 3 or 4 weeks.
so do
But
you
I don't think I'm gonna do it
so do you even
because it's.
have a vehicle right now to drive, or are you just
I mean,
vehicleless?
technically, no. For my casual, which is the job that I'm doing while I'm waiting to start class, I can drive around a little golf cart,
Oh,
drive around base with that. But like right now, no. I'm actually selling my truck because I don't. I wanted the extra money from the insurance and all this other stuff, so I'm selling my truck. And so no, I don't have a vehicle right now. But like I know people that have vehicles, and there's Uber, and there's all these other things, so it's not really too big a deal. And I plan on getting a different vehicle later on anyway, something with better gas mileage.
I feel that. I fucking hate this. I hate driving the truck I'm in. I drive
Yeah.
like 30 minutes to work every day, and I'm just guzzling through gas every week. So that's a big part of my money expense gone out
And
the
if
window.
if you're thinking about joining the military, for anybody listening or anybody that's not gonna listen in the future, if you're thinking about joining the military, the main thing that you want to remember is yes, you're gonna get paid. Is it a lot of money? Oh hell no, it's not a lot of money. Like I'm making probably like 1,500 a month. That's just enough money to pay my bills, and that's like literally it. Like you could probably afford a small apartment if you wanted to, but it's not a lot of money. It really isn't.
It's better than nothing. It's better
But
than
you're
it's
guaranteed a roof over your head, food in your stomach, and clothes on your back. Those three things are always going to be given to you. So
yeah, it's better option than most. It's better than living out
yeah,
on the streets in a cardboard box. So yeah, man, I just
yeah. But there's so many freaking rules. Like we have a huge book of just rules that we have to follow every day. But it's not super bad. It's mostly just be a decent human being.
I mean,
Essentially, all these.
that's what everybody should follow in life. You should just be a decent human being. You shouldn't be a dickhead about
So it's
anything,
basically
you
like
know?
don't be drunk in public, no drinking and driving. Don't be a douche canoe, stuff like that.
So basically every normal person's
Yeah,
rules in life that you shouldn't be drinking and driving. Shouldn't be just be drunk in public and unless you're at like a bar and you shouldn't be a dick to anybody.
yeah, and then it's like always follow orders, and if you ever called to arms, be there, stuff like that. Nothing super hard to remember, but it's like there's a lot, and I don't even like I can guarantee you that not everybody knows the whole book, so just don't get hit with an Article 15. Get hit with an Article 15, it freaking sucks.
Eh, all right, man. Well, you definitely seems like you've gotten your life somewhat in order now.
It kinda, it's still a mess. Like going around on like websites and stuff. Like I'm looking for a new phone case because my screen protector is cracked and my phone case is falling apart. And I'm seeing things that say military grade. I'm like, was it held together with glue and duct tape?
That's
Military grade does not mean crap. I'm like, seriously, it doesn't mean anything.
I just bought a case from Walmart for my phone and it's been there ever since. I've had this phone
like,
for about a year and a half and it's still good.
like if something breaks in the military, like say your door hinge or something is like leaning, it's like, okay, well, we're gonna get a hammer and we're gonna bend it back a little bit. If it isn't fully bent and fucked up, then it's good to go. That's the military.
Yeah, at least well, at least you seem like you're having somewhat of a better time than you were.
Oh no, it's a lot of fun. I get out of the house, I don't have to follow my parents' rules instead. I just have to follow government rules.
I mean, you kind of have to follow the government rules even if you're out on your own. You know?
Yeah, yeah,
I know you're not really a civilian anymore. You're just government property now.
yeah. Actually, like one of the things that I found funny. So this it's stupid, but it's funny. If you get sunburnt, like your face gets sunburnt really bad, and you start peeling or whatever, you can get hit with an Article 15 for damage of government property because your body is no longer yours; it belongs to the government.
That's fucking dumb.
It is dumb. It's really funny though if you think about it. But like just stuff like that. Like mostly they just want you to take care of yourself. So like right now I'm hitting the gym every day. I'm working on my body so I stay fit, healthy. Knocked 40 seconds off my run time last test I had. So
Is it true that they feed you like shit though?
no,
Like they give you some unhealthy stuff.
hell no.
Like
I mean, like unhealthy, yes, as in like you probably shouldn't be eating this because it's like high in fat and other crap like tortellini or spaghetti and stuff like that. But no, they don't feed you like mush or like those where you go online, you're like, oh, this is a military diet where you see a guy eating bread and peanut butter. No, that we don't know. We don't eat like that.
well, that's good.
Like,
at least you have more time to work out, get in shape.
yeah, I get a lot of time to work out. I walk probably like 10 miles a day just walking.
That's that's
But like,
excessive. That's a little
yeah, it is.
excessive, you know. I mean, I don't leave my house unless I leave for work, cause
Like I get like maybe on a normal day about 20,000 steps in.
I used to do that when I worked at Big Lots.
But like let's see here. Like the things that we eat like okay, over at the defect we eat the normal like pancakes, bacon, and it can be healthy bacon or the really fat stuff that you're not supposed to eat. French toast, eggs,
See, that's what I
omelets.
mean. That's what I really meant to ask. Like, is it true that they just like serve you like good food, like kind of food like that?
Yeah, they serve us like stuff like that. We
Like
can even like get lasagna and pizza and all sorts of other stuff.
some fatty, like
And like big old subs, not
like
like
they want
the
you to be in shape, but
not like Subway subs, but like they're bigger than Subway subs. They really load them up.
like
Like,
they
holy
want
crap, what's the point in Subway?
like they want you to be in shape, but they just offer all this good, delicious food kind of situation.
Yeah.
God, that would be such a terrible thing for me because I love to eat, and you shouldn't love to eat because it's just like it's just there for survival. But I love
Well,
to
no,
eat.
like so in the military, if you're going through BMT, say you just lost a ton of weight, right? And you're like, okay, I'm going to BMT and it's gonna be like all this. So BMT, we did like a bunch of workout. So every other day we ran about 26 minutes, just a straight run for 26 minutes.
Yo, fuck that. My knees would give
Yeah,
out.
I did that. Like I would run with the MTIs and stuff. And then other days, the days that we're not running, we're doing strength. So we do maybe about 60 push-ups, probably about 60 sit-ups. We do burpees, we do squat thrusts, in and outs, jumpy jack, all sorts of junk every day. This is every day. Not this isn't like, oh, you do it for a couple of days, take a break. No, this was every single day. Besides Sunday. Sunday was your day off. But like
Sunday's the day
every
of
single
rest.
day. Yes.
So,
Every single day you had these workouts. So you're losing a ton of weight. So you're super hungry. And you could go and when you were taken to the DFAC with your flight, you could eat as much as you want. No one was going to tell you no. Nobody.
that's
And and you can go through that line as many times as you want. But here's the kicker. So they just changed the amount of time you have from like 10 minutes to 20. So the
oh
kicker is you can go through that line as many times you want, eat as much as you want, but you have 20 minutes to do it.
oh
And you can have dessert. If you're in the Air Force, you can get dessert,
only in the
but
Air
you have all
Force.
your no, you can do it in other branches too, but they'll probably make fun of you and yell at you for eating dessert. They won't yell at you for getting dessert. As long as you go up to the cabinet and your facing movements and all your stuff is absolutely on point, you can grab dessert. They're not going to say anything.
Oh,
They won't make you do extra push ups. They won't make you do anything. As long as your facing movements and your marching is perfect, you can get it.
I didn't know that there was judgmental, and I didn't know people are judgmental in the military or like forceful about you getting dessert. That sounds a little rough.
Well, I think like the Army does it and the Navy because they want you to stay healthy and fit, but not the Air Force. Air Force, like, yeah, eat whatever you want.
It's a little.
As long as you're showing us that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you can do whatever the hell you want to do.
I don't know. I've heard stories from other people because I have people in all the different branches that I know. It's just, uh, it just seems like I just don't think I could do it. I just don't think I can mentally do it. It
Honestly, the hardest part of BMT was the very first week. Not even the first week, like the first 2 days, because you're just adjusting to everything in that first couple days. You're getting used to like having like a new standard set for you. Like you have to be clean, you have to be on time, you have to like look a certain way, march a certain way, talk a certain way, all this other stuff. That is the hardest part. Is just realizing that look, you have to do these things if you want to pass, if you want to get out of BMT without getting like sent back to a previous week or anything. You have to do these things. But once that settles in, you get more relaxed. Like it just becomes second nature, and it's so easy. Like we didn't do a lot of like combat training like at all because especially me because I'm not a combat airman, but we did a lot of marching, we did a lot of folding and rolling clothes, and we did a lot of making beds and cleaning the dorm, and that is it. That's all you do.
that's
So
seems very easy.
it is extremely easy. They make it sound like it's a lot more than it is, but It's not. And then it will come to the point when you're like, after BMT's done and you got your coin and you're walking around outside and you'll hear people say like, thank you for your service or thank you for joining. And you're like, I haven't done anything. All I did was roll socks.
Oh, yeah. That seems a lot less impressive now.
Yeah, seriously. Like the job hasn't even started and people are already like, oh, thank you so much. And you're like, well, I haven't done anything. Like BMT, yeah, it's like this monster like beast that you have to get over, but it's not that bad. It's not as bad as people like think it is or as people want it to sound. It's not. It really isn't. As long as you like do what you're told, volunteer. So many people will tell you don't volunteer for things, but trust me, if you volunteer for the MTIs and everybody will like you a lot more and they'll like get off your back.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm dead serious.
it makes sense. It's just like, just be a decent human being, you know? People will
And
like you.
then the hardest week, which like you can look all this stuff up online, so it's like no secret. The hardest week is Beast Week, and you want to know what that was?
What?
It was just a camping trip.
What?
Yeah, it was lit. So you go out to these zones, and you're basically in these air-conditioned tents.
Air
Air-conditioned
air
tents.
conditioned. What?
Yes, you're in air-conditioned tents, sleeping on cots. Which I have a funny story about the cots later. And yeah, you're surrounded by scorpions and mice and boars and all this stuff, but they don't really mess with you except scorpions. Just step on them, they die. And you just do what the cadres tell you to do, which is usually line up underneath the tower, practice these drills, and then you don't have to march, you don't have to like not talk or anything. You can talk to everybody, do whatever you want, pretty much that whole time. It's just a camping trip. That is it,
That.
and it lasts for like 4 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what is the story on the cots?
So in my flight, we had two really big dudes. One guy was like almost bodybuilder big, like he was about 6'2", and he had like he's very muscular, and the other guy was just really tall. So neither of them fit inside these cots. They were too big.
Oh
One
God.
of them had to one of them had to sleep like Dracula, and the other one had to sleep with his legs crossed. It was freaking hilarious.
What do you mean like Dracula?
So he had his arms crossed over his chest, laying on his back, and his legs were like kind of bent at a 90-degree angle.
Oh.
It was funny.
Oh my God. Fuck that. That does not sound comfortable at all. My God. Holy shit. Fuck that.
I mean, and then there's me. Like I'm 5'8" and I fit in them like perfectly, no problem.
You're only 5'8".
Yeah, I'm short.
I'm 5'7". I could have
Yeah, yeah,
swore
you'd
that
you'd fit in it just fine.
I could have swore you were a lot taller than me, but
No. So some another story from this is a story from Beast. So you're the person like in charge of your flight during Beast isn't your dorm chief. They have a specific person in charge. It's the Beast monitor. So one day we're all doing really great with all our drills and stuff at Beast, and then we noticed that someone's rifle is at the bottom of the tower, which means that someone had their rifle taken away because they like forgot it or they left it somewhere, or they got taken from them because they were being an idiot. And my Beast monitor is all like, "Oh, that's no one from our flight," because everybody knows that they have to have our gun. So once we were dismissed, someone comes up behind him, taps him on the shoulder, and is all like, "So, hey, Beast Monitor, I need you to come with me to the bottom of the tower. I gotta get my rifle back." And he just turns around and almost slaps the guy.
Jesus.
And this guy, like, the Beast Monitor is like here at the base with me, and he's like one of my friends. So like we're constantly like going to the gym together and talking, and it's like we go over the whole situation all the time. It's so funny.
That's pretty fun, dude. Sounds like a lot of fun. Sounds Jesus fucking Christ, man.
And then there was another one. So like during Beast is when you're supposed to learn all your combat stuff. Like you're supposed to shoot the gun. You're supposed to learn how to like do hand-to-hand combat. Thank God I already know how to do hand-to-hand combat because when we were going ready, we were going down. We were getting ready to do combatives, which is where you learn to like defend yourself and fight hand to hand. It was too hot,
I'm sure you're in
so
fucking Texas. It's hot as hell there.
our beast culture is like, all right, everybody, like, so we had all of our gear on. We had our like hazmat suits on. We had, which are mop gear. We had our like our masks on. We had our gloves on. We had our flak vest, our helmet, our rifles, everything with us, marching probably about half a mile down to get to this place. We're all standing there waiting, and then he just goes, "All right, guys, everybody, turn around, go back. It's too hot for this." And we're like, "What?"
What the fuck? Are you
so
serious?
so yeah, so we turn around and we have to march all the way back.
Yo, fuck that.
It was some bullshit. And then like when we went to go shoot our guns, it was raining for like 2 days straight. So it was lightning within five for like 2 days straight. The only thing that can stop the U.S. Air Force is lightning within five and black flag. So too hot and raining.
That's
So we like when we were going to shoot guns, you know, usually we have to like lay on our stomachs and stuff and be like prone and all this other crap. They didn't let us shoot regular bullets. They made us shoot like these BB bullets, these like mock rounds that could barely fly like 4 feet.
I thought they make you shoot blanks.
No, they made us shoot like these little BBs. My grouping was great, and but like it wasn't where I was aiming because like even like a little gust of wind will blow these BBs off to like Never Never Land. So it was
That
pathetic.
that's Jesus.
Like so it's like, all right, whatever, fuck it. And then like we're all doing this other stuff at Beast and fun times, great times. Uh, here's another good one. So about eighth week, last week of training, I was getting fed up with so EC entry controller, you're basically like on guard duty, and I was always on guard duty in the middle of the freaking night. So from like let's say 2 o'clock in the morning to 4 o'clock in the morning, and we wake up at 6. So let that sink in.
Fuck.
So I would
Jesus Christ. 2 hours of sleep?
yeah, pretty much.
Holy shit.
So like I was like, screw this. I'm going to the day room where all the like couches and stuff are, and I'm going to bed. And the guy was like, all right. So I'm going to bed, and then it's time our shift is up. So we get up, we wake up the next group, and they go do their thing. Later on the next day, after like all the EC stuff was done, I was told that a colonel walked into our dormitory.
Oh,
I
what?
was sleeping on a couch. So like if he walked in during my EC shift, I would have been screwed. But he walked in on the shift after us.
Oh.
Yeah, I like crap myself a little bit. I was like,
That.
I'm so
That.
lucky.
What the fuck?
I was so freaking lucky.
Sounds like it. Well, we are coming up on the hour mark, so this is where we will end this. This has been a lot of fun talking about all this and everything.
Yeah, I have a lot more stories. If you ever want
It,
me to
it
come
will
back
def
on, just
I
let me know.
def I definitely will like you to come back on.
I'll bring my
Hopefully,
wife on too. She has like a
hopefully,
ton of stories.
hopefully next time I can have Mike here too, and we all can just talk. Get back, just talk. Everybody here, have a good time, just have everything, you know,
Yeah.
fun times and everything. So, I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank you again, James, for coming on, telling us these stories from your time in training and BMT or whatever you want to call it. I don't remember what you called it. But everybody, remember, go use code CROSSTHOUGHTS at checkout at SoSit Clothing to get 15% off your entire order. And make sure to hit that subscribe button down below to keep us notified. Hit that bell, keep you notified when these come up. We're going to try to do these once a week. That's my plan at least. And then now that I'm streaming these over on Mixer, hit the follow button down there so you get notified when we go live for these now. So I want to thank everybody once again for watching and enjoying the listen. Hopefully we get the video version of this coming up soon. Dude, if I can get the video going, it'd be great. Be a good time. But again, I know I said it like 100 times now. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye bye.